actually start.
Pictures? I think I need a picture.
It's recording, just so you know.
What is?
I said video. You can't tell.
Yeah. You're thinking about the newscast.
Sure.
Here, do like this.
I'm Heather, she's Megan. Today we're gonna talk about behind the scenes Starr-Struck. Let's talk.
Starr-Struck was one of the very first items.
Those were the very first ideas.
And why it took us this long to put it out, I don't know. We set an order and then we never keep it. It always changes, it's always different. Writing it was relatively smooth process and compared with writing some of the other ones, even though it was redone a couple. Because every few months I come back to it and look at it and say, that sounds old, that sounds a little cheaper.
That's probably
why
why
my old writing, I had to adjust it.
You know, the inspiration for it. It was the Deflategate and the football. Tom Brady and his footballs, and his flat footballs. I mean.
Originally, I think I was going to try to cover all angles of the fan thing. I think I used more words like stars, athletes, public figures. I used them a lot more, and I started cutting down on that just because it started sounding clunky. Like every time Maddy says star, she has to say public figure or celebrity or whatever.
You can only cover so much ground in 5 minutes.
Yeah, I started learning that as I went. I can't cover all angles. In some of the earlier scripts, I was trying to do that, and it didn't really work. So
Yeah, someone's offended.
Usually, the point is made more effectively if you make it only from a couple angles at a time. Mm-hmm. She's drinking coffee with a straw. I didn't know she was going to do that. That just struck me as weird.
I have braces, and it's just a little weird quirk. Moving on.
And this voice recording.
I did it! I, Jerry Starr, have successfully switched balls. Let them try and prove it was me. Maniacal love.
Joel's filming was done way before anybody else's.
So then he did that, and this thing sat on the shelf while we finished other things, and then we all came and we finished it up, and it's still in post-production. By the time you see this, it'll be all produced, but by the time we're recording this, we're in the final stages of post-production.
William had this thing about leaning in.
Yeah.
Okay, anti-fan, what do you think about all this?
Jerry Starr did it 1,000 times. He did it. He'd do it to his own mother.
He's done that before, too.
Tell us what you're doing here, Luther.
Hiding from the law.
And he leans in, and every time I'm not expecting it. And I start giggling.
Did it 1,000 times. He did it. He'd do it to his own mother.
Sorry. You're like,
It's good. I like it. I like it.
Sorry. And then I stop giggling, and then he starts chuckling.
Did it 1,000 times. Your face. You did well. See, your face was fine. It's like, you're strange.
Then I start giggling after he starts chuckling, and then it's this little back and forth.
1,000 times. He did it.
Sorry.
1,000 times. He did it. He'd do it to his own.
In the script, it doesn't really tell you how to react to other people. It's just
No, not
gives
very
you
much.
lines.
In fact, sometimes I think all I say is react.
Yeah,
writing.
yeah. See, in that episode, it said Maddy reaction. No type of reaction, just reaction. So I had to come up with a reaction on the fly.
And it was good.
And I just did it. It's like how would I react to this? I was like, you got a problem. That's how I would react to this. But yeah, I didn't even think about that when I read the script. Maddy reaction. I was like, oh, okay.
Like, okay. Done this before, do it again.
I'll do it again. For the anti-fan, you got your eyelids painted funny.
Yeah, she was always pictured as being a real exaggerated character.
Mm-hmm.
And, originally we were even thinking about hair dye and curls, and
It's
somehow
too
it
much.
just kind of fell away as we went. But in the end, I still had the crazy eye makeup. It's like a spectrum Rainbows on my eyes, all 7 colors, done in the order of the rainbow. Kelly did that. She like experimented on her own eyes. It's like, how about this for the fan? How about this for the fan? And then one day she comes to me and she has 7 colors on her eyes. It's like, I've never seen that before.
Let's do that.
That's interesting, yeah.
I still think it was funny that you were wearing a red suit and you were in front of a red background. It's like I could have saved us from that.
Yeah, that was bad.
It's like your head's floating in the middle of a red. And I wore my shirt backwards because it had a
We didn't want any
logo.
logos on it.
See, I look better in this shirt than I did in the other shirt that I wore yesterday because it looked like
I could take a picture.
it looked like my head didn't fit in my body.
And ad-libbing. Ad-libbing stuff, if you look at the portion of things that are ad-libbed and the portion of ad-libbing that's kept in the end, there's, we've got this much over here and this much over here. But sometimes this, really awesome stuff comes from stuff that's ad-libbed. So I love ad-libbing. It's fun to do and it's fun to watch in the special features, even if it never gets to the final thing. And sometimes it does. You get these really awesome lines you didn't see coming. But
Sometimes that sort of just ad-libbing, but sometimes people change the line just a little bit.
yeah, that's common too.
They just try to change it, I think, to make it more comfortable for them.
Yeah.
It's like it means the same thing, it just comes out differently.
I think most of the ad-libbing took place with the reporter and the crime scene expert.
I see.
However, there is a distinct possibility of, using other evidence like his dog. If he just had a cat, that might be okay. Doubtfully, but possibly. I'm also interviewing his chipmunk, his pet rat, and a lizard that he found the other day.
Yeah, and
I don't know that any of it actually got in. I don't think all of our awesomeness is going to have to be reserved for the special features, which is unfortunate because it was a lot of fun.
What has the lizard seen that we really need to hear about?
Well, a lizard, as you know, is green, at least in this particular case. It disguises well in things like grass or a green, as in golfing green. That's what they use in golf, so I hear.
Oh, that's the other thing we didn't mention.
What?
Despite appearances by the video, we know that trying to replace a golf ball with a ping pong ball is probably not going to help the golfer very much.
No.
But it was just funny. I think in the original draft we had a golfing expert, because people don't know these things, in Maddy's world.
We're all pretty dumb in Maddy's world.
Come up and say, well, it didn't work so well. In fact, I think he said that Jerry Starr failed to consider how light it was and how windy it was. He said the last time they saw the ball, it was flying over northwest Pittsburgh, and they didn't expect to see it again.
But that was good.
Yeah, partially because it gave away too early. Whether he did it or not was not supposed to be, the issue was supposed to be there before they knew whether he did it or not, and I don't know, it just didn't flow with the script.
Like, the real issue was
flow.
the real point of it was the fan and the anti-fan.
Yeah, it was decisions based off of
your
a preconceived notion more than on evidence or even character itself.
Or just like I really like this person or dislike.
Yeah.
That's how people base it off sometimes.
Like Maddy's thing was
Like,
choosing
nothing.
one or two aspects that you like or dislike, and that's basically all they see through those glasses the rest of the time.
Mm-hmm. Now the post-production.
Post-production, actually for this one I don't think there's much notable in the post-production. I mean, it's all...
There's all the usual problems, I think.
Yeah, usual problems.
It's like new problems that come up every single time.
Takes that didn't work, things we didn't see when we were shooting, like this person's head is in the way. It's like, you're not supposed to be in front of the camera, you're supposed to be behind it.
Get out of the way.
So we just went through can't use that take. Which was fine. Fortunately, they were earlier takes, and usually the best takes are the last
Getting warm up.
Yeah, so that it really wasn't an issue in the end. It was funny more than anything else. Like, who was that? I think we have some blooper reels for some of these previous ones coming up. We intend to do more of these BTS chats where we talk about all behind the scenes for other specific videos, even past videos coming up too. So I guess people can watch for that. We have an audio series. It's 12 episodes long. We're starting to get it through the final stages of post-production. Oh, and so we intend to be coming back and doing more of these, hopefully. So if anybody has any questions, whether for
This one or
about any of the videos at all, and whether it's to question specifically for us or for
even
any of the other actors.
Yeah, other actors, the production crew, anything like that.
Yeah, from
we'll
any
leave
stages
the
of
production to crew talk.
Leave it in the comments, and we'd love to come back and answer some of that.
I love to read comments, especially the complimentary.
I think that's it.
Bye. See ya.
Is Heather holding the mic for this one?
I guess so. I guess that'll work. Just keep it a little further down from yourself. Crime scene. There you are. Oh, there you are.
The director near live broke some technology. She almost had to fire herself.
You're done.
College is a very different world.
On this campus, prepare for a class.
And you won't go to the professor about it either.
This is the part where we freak out.
I'm ducking behind an aisle. I love plotting.
The game's afoot.
Hit it, Travis!
It's been stolen. This court is now in session. Intolerable Judge Travis Kelly presiding.
These things range from the spiritually deep to the shallowly silly.
The heart of a jelly bean. Guess who died? All right, that's it. Y'all can get now.